Hey guys, it's Cugsley and welcome back to another video. So I'm making this because I have a question, but at the same time, I don't want to just put it in text on Reddit or go to whoever might be able to answer that, because I don't know if I know how to explain it correctly right now, but I want to try and just bring it out. So first I'm going to explain how black holes work, or at least how I think they work, or really how time dilation works. So you know how nothing, you'll never actually see anything enter a black hole because of the fact that as an object gets closer to the black hole, time dilation becomes more severe. Essentially, I guess I'm not exactly sure how it works. Not enough to explain it, but I do know that as an object gets closer, or rather it's in a stronger gravitational field, time moves slower for it than it does for everything around it, or rather outside of the gravitational field. So from your perspective, the universe will whiz by in an instant, or just faster than usual. And then from their perspective, you'll just go really slowly, right? So one thing I did catch on to, though, was the event horizon, like the point at which all events stop, right? Anything beyond that point just doesn't exist in the universe essentially anymore. It's just kind of gone, off limits. So I was wondering, if time stops then right at or on the event horizon, then something that goes beyond the event horizon, time essentially just breaks down, right? At least from an outside perspective. From an inside perspective, I guess it would remain continuous. My question is this. There's a constant thing with oh, hey, if we could go into a black hole, here's what you would experience. And larger black holes, right, you might not be spaghettified because the gravitational differential is a lot wider because, well, the black hole is, I guess there's a larger diameter, right? So it becomes more severe in gravity as it gets closer, but you have more time before that happens, or more distance before that happens. My question is this. If time is moving forward outside of the black hole, and then at the event horizon, time stops from an outside universe perspective, right? And then in the black hole, time either doesn't exist anymore, it goes backwards. Who the fuck knows what goes on in there? I don't know. Maybe someone does. That's why I'm asking. How would you enter a black hole? Because the outside part of you is still technically within the realm of time, just really slow, right? And then the inner part of the black hole, the part that just entered, is essentially outside of time now, or it's so broken that it doesn't have meaning, right? Maybe not right. But my question is, think of it like this: if you had a really long stick, like millions of miles long, or kilometers for the scientists, and you were to put it into the black hole, well, the part of the stick that you're holding millions of miles away and the part that is at the event horizon are going to age rapidly differently, right? And then the part that goes into the black hole is now unable to come out of the black hole. It doesn't exist anymore for all intents and purposes. My question is, when you go over the event horizon, wouldn't you essentially get sliced really thin, or essentially just shredded apart, because of the fact that now you have particles that are aging and particles that just stop existing, basically? I guess they don't stop existing, but rather it's they're no longer part of the equation for time, I guess. So how would you enter a black hole? Because when you go in, right, the part outside of the black hole is still aging, while the part that's inside the black hole, basically the universe died the moment that you walked in, right? Time is way gone, right? At least that's how I perceive it. So there's that. Or another question is, as you get closer to a black hole, does the event horizon go smaller? Because I was just thinking about it, right? If that's based on a perspective kind of thing, and gravity, I guess the larger the black hole, right, the less likely it is to shred you apart so quickly because of the fact that you have a larger distance to travel before it gets more severe. Maybe I'm not thinking about this right, but I guess the time dilation from your perspective, wouldn't be as severe going, say, like mile 1 to mile 2 into a black hole as, say, going from mile 1 to mile 2 towards it from like further away. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. And my main question was the first one. I'm just kind of thinking about out loud now. But I found that interesting. Or like, yeah, what happens if you put a stick into a black hole and have part of it out? Because if you try to pull the stick away, the part that's not in the black hole will go away, but the part that's in the black hole will be in the black hole still. It's forever in there. So I'm pretty sure that it would just essentially cut the stick, right? Like that's what it's doing. So with that logic, and the stick being cut, if you go into a black hole, you're being cut millions of times as you go into it. Because the part that's not in the black hole yet can be removed and pulled away, but the part that's in the black hole cannot. So that means that you probably couldn't ever enter a black hole because, well, you would be ripped to shreds. I'm pretty sure. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm at work right now, and there's a customer about to walk in here. Oh, boy. Yep, here we go. So, bye. I might stream later or something. I don't know. Bye.